Good day and welcome to ADM's Digitalato Learning Academy, the #1 online learning academy in the world. My name is Nosipho Masego, and today I would like to take you through a very short session about discovery calls. In fact, I just want to introduce 3 very simple and basic steps that you can take to ease away the pressure of making discovery calls and the frustration of not knowing what to do. So, first of all, what is a discovery call, you may ask? A discovery call, is it about selling and introducing the products and services of the business? No. A discovery call is about understanding the person on the other hand of the call, discovering and understanding the mentee or the prospective mentor of the company. Why do we perform discovery calls? Obviously, the first thing is to get to have an understanding of the other person's background, to get an understanding of their experience, their skills, and obviously how the business is going to benefit with bringing the person on board. And then secondly, it is to eliminate the traffic that is given to HR in terms of interviewing people that do not even qualify for the role. So, I would like to introduce you to 3 very basic steps that you can follow to making a discovery call. Firstly, the #1 step is the pre-call preparations. Pre-call, the preparations that you need to do prior to making the call. Secondly, it's the on-call procedure. Whilst in the call, what needs to be done. And lastly, I'd like to take you through the last step, which is the post-call preparations. Post is after you have finished your discovery call, what needs to take place. So, before your call, you need to know your prospective mentor. You need to have an understanding of the person that you are going to be talking to. What exactly do you need to know? And how exactly would you find that information about that person? It's simple. Do a research. How do you research a person that's across the world? An international person sitting on the other end of the world? Simple. The world has made things so much easier for us right now. Everything is online, just like ADM's processes and ADM's business. Everything is online. Go onto websites, social media such as LinkedIn, there's Instagram, there's Facebook. There you will get information about your prospective mentor. There's also other options of referencing a prospective employee or a prospective mentor. Simple. Get the background check done. Go to the previous employers, get the person in charge, HR, or maybe their direct reports. Find out information about that person. They'll give you strengths, they will give you weaknesses of the person, and obviously the most important thing that you want to know, which is aligned to the role, is are they capable and suitable to do the role? That is step #1 that you need to do. Research your candidate. And then obviously that is going to assist you when you are now having a conversation with your candidate. You already have a know-how about the person that you are talking to. It makes the conversation very simple, easy, and smooth. Remember, our discovery calls have a maximum kept time of 15 minutes. And I'm sure you've been wondering, how do I get to know a person and get to ask all these questions within just 15 minutes? It's very simple. If you follow all these 3 steps that I'm giving you, you will definitely be able to complete your call within 15 minutes, and have all the relevant information captured. So don't forget, step #1, you need to research and know about the person. Know where they come from, the company that they worked for. Also, there are other personal aspects of the person that you can try and research. Their skills, their hobbies, their family, their location, their gender, age, do they have children, what do they like to do, things like that. those are the information that you can even use during the call, just to make the person feel comfortable and at ease. That person will then start opening up to you and telling you the honest truth about the questions that you are asking. Good. You've done your reference checks also with the company. Now you know the person that you are going to talk to, and obviously you know what to expect. That will give you a green light whether to go ahead with the call or not. Part of the first step that you need to do, as I mentioned earlier, that you need to ask questions during the call. So now, how do you ask questions? You prepare a questionnaire, prepare a script for the questions that you are going to ask your mentor. I suggest you prepare a script that you are going to use with all your discovery calls. Yes, maybe some people will feel, oh no, I have to do 10 calls in a day, so I will end up feeling robotic. It's not copy and paste. It's very simple. The reason why you need to stick to one script is so that you are also able to stick to the time limit that you have. 15 minutes for your discovery call, because it is a requirement by the company that we stick to 15 minutes unless you get an exception or exemption as to why your call took longer. And then in preparing for the script as well, the other way is to practice through roll call. Get your fellow colleague or a fellow mentor to practice with a discovery call. Keep your time at 15 minutes and then you start practicing the script on them. See during the call if you are able to meet the requirements. Are you able to keep the call within 15 minutes? Are you able to take the screenshots that are required during the call? Are you able to record the call? Are you able to check your sound? Are you able to do your presentation? Is your background clear? Are you looking professional? Is everything according to the requirement of HR or the ADM company? That will help you align when you are doing the live calls. So that also is very, very important. Now that we are done and complete with the first step, which is pre-call step. The second step now is on-call procedure. Now, what are the requirements, or rather, what is the procedure to follow whilst conducting the call with your mentee? You need to log into the meeting on time. You are in charge of the meeting. You have invited the mentee to join the meeting. You need to be in the meeting on time. What is being on a meeting on time? Being on time is being ahead of time. So if your meeting is at 3 o'clock, you need to log into the meeting before that. Why must you log on before the stipulated time? You need to log in so that you prepare your audio, so that you ensure your Wi-Fi bandwidth is accurate and stable. You will test your volume. You will test also to see if your video and your camera is working. Remember, you do not want to have a meeting with a prospective mentee and they cannot even see you. They don't know whether you are a robot or this is a real company that you are calling them into. So you need to check your video as well, check your audio, and make sure that everything is accurate and that everything is clear. Remember, we have 15 minutes allocated for every call. During that 15 minutes, you don't really want to waste time testing settings or checking the Wi-Fi strength and then you realize during the meeting that everything is just falling apart. No. Also, what presentation or what picture are we painting about the resources of our company that we work for? So make sure you log in on time and check all the prospect of the call on time before your mentee. Make sure your mentee finds you up and ready. Also, if you are able to log in on time, you will be able to open your script. Remember, we spoke about the script or the questionnaire that you need to use during the call. You'll be able to open it up so that by the time you start asking questions, you have everything right in front of you. Perfect. So, the one thing that I would like to remind everyone to do during discovery calls, on call, don't forget to smile. Do not forget to smile. Smile. Everyone deserves a smile on every given day. Smile. More than anything, if you smile, you are making your candidate feel comfortable and relaxed, and they know that they are at home with you. They will start opening up, and it'll just ease into the meeting without any discomforts or, negativities. Smile at all times so that people know that they are at home with ADM. Perfect. And then the next thing that you need to do during the call, your call is already ongoing, you introduce yourself, just like I have done. My name is Nosipho Masego. I work for ADM. What is ADM? You need to introduce the company as well to the client. They need to know what ADM is, what ADM does, and obviously all the good benefits that are in store for them within the company. So that being said, you would have done your research about the company as well. You would have prepared everything that you need to know about the company. How do you prepare? We have meetings that are sent to us in terms of PowerPoint that talks every day about ADM. So go into those PowerPoint presentations and read, go through and understand. If you have questions, we always have project managers that you can go to. We have event managers that you can ask regarding anything related to the company. We also have websites that we can go to which have been presented to us. Go into the websites, go into the Digilato Academy and find any video that you can watch. Anything that you can learn about the company will be very relevant because mentees will ask you out of space questions. They will ask you things that you do not know. But if you are well informed, if you are well educated about the company that you work for, it'll give you confidence also. It'll give you confidence and ease to go into the call well prepared, without hesitation. So please make sure you do your research and you know the company that you work for. Thank you. So once you have introduced yourself, make sure you ask the lead to also do the same. Yes, you know their name because obviously you have had to send an invite to them. You know their email addresses, but just to ease into the call and to get comfortable and also to make sure that we have the details right, get them to introduce themselves. What is your name? Your email address? Can you please repeat your email address for me? You type it down. You make sure you have the spelling right so that we have the right information being sent to HR. This is also to eliminate instances whereby HR is sending invites and they're using the wrong email address. And then we have people waiting on call. We have mentors waiting to make discovery calls or more interviews, and they're saying the mentee is not in the call. The mentee has not received the invite because the information was inaccurate. I also like to advise my candidates or my mentees about the fact that the call is being recorded. It makes them have an option to say yes or no. So start by saying, please note that this call is being recorded, obviously for record keeping purposes, and then they will be happy. As soon as that goes, you click on record and you start recording. This will help you also as a supporting evidence that the call has taken place. Also, if there's anything that you have forgotten that was discussed during the call, you can go back to the recording and take down the necessary information. Perfect. As you ask questions, please listen carefully and take down the relevant information. What is listening carefully? You need to listen to the next person, to the person on the other end of the line. You need to listen. But how can you show that you are listening. For example, you are asking, please tell me about your skills and your work experience. So as they tell you, yes, you need to make notes so that you get them right, because HR wants to know what are the skills of this person. Are they capable of being part of the company? So you need to be taking notes. But the one way that you can prove to me or to the next person that you are listening is by repeating. Repeat what the next person said. Oh, Mr. So-and-so, so I see you say you are skilled in communications, you are skilled in marketing, you are skilled in event management, in coordinate. Now I understand why you are aligned to being an event manager for ADM. Thank you very much. Oh, Mr. So-and-so, you said you used to work for an events company. Oh, now I understand why we can align you to. So when you are repeating what they said, you are giving them peace and comfort that you are understanding what they are saying, and you are on the call and understanding what they are saying to you. You are making it personal. It makes people feel comfortable, it makes them feel respected, and it makes people feel at home. More than anything, it makes them want to be part of the company because of the good people that already we are presenting to them. So don't forget during the call to take screenshots. Remember, the requirement by HR is that for every single call, we need to take 3 screenshots. I know it's a bit of multitasking here and there, but it's part of the procedure for making discovery calls. Take a screenshot during your first 5 minutes of the call. Take a screenshot during the call, in the middle of the call, and then lastly, just before you end the call, take your screenshot. That is what you need to do at all times. It's called multitasking, but I trust you guys are here for the job. You hear and you understand what needs to be done, and that's why you qualify to be part of ADM. So lastly, the last step I'd like to take you through is post-call preparations. Now you're done with your call, you've taken all the information, and you have ended the call and thanked the mentee for their time and for participating with the discovery call. What needs to be done now after that? Now you need to open a folder. Open a folder for your mentee or your prospective mentor. Open a folder and label it by their name and today's date. You label it and then you save your screenshots. 3 screenshots at all times. And then you save the recording. Remember, we agreed we are going to record the call. You record and you save the call onto that folder. And then you complete the HR online form. There's an HR online form that is always sent on every day to the consultants who are going to share with you, and then the events managers are going to distribute it in every single group. Make sure once you're done with the call, you fill up the HR form. My key element that I'd like to emphasize on that form is that you must always put remarks on it. Why must you put remarks? It also tells the person in human resources that is reading the form that you were actively listening to your candidate and that you understand what they are, who they are, and what they are bringing on board. So always put remarks. Remarks, you can just write things that maybe were not part of the questionnaire that you picked that the candidate was saying during the meeting. Like, for example, they tell you more about their qualifications, how they qualify, they tell you a bit about their work experience, and you were able to align that to the role that they're applying for. Put it as a remark so that HR knows if this is a prospective employee or not. It really helps so that we get an understanding whether the person must be eliminated or they can continue on to the next step. So please always put remarks as much as possible. I know we're always pressed for time, but it's important that we are in it. It's important that we show attention to every single detail. And then lastly, update your event manager about the calls that you have taken. There's a template that we can use to update whether the call was successful Was it completed, or was the call cancelled, or alternatively has it been rescheduled? Your event manager needs to know. So please always make sure that you tick every box in the list so that everything is done and complete. Thank you very much once again. Welcome to ADM Ashega Dentilato Academy. Bye.